There you go. We know what that's all about, don't we? Not one, but two hurricanes within a week. So the reason we are putting this together is there is a program called Giving Tuesday. Are y'all familiar with it? Some people might know.
Well, there's Gray Thursday, the night
No.
the night before Black Friday.
Oh, I
And then
didn't
there's
know we had a
Black
great one.
Friday.
We're going to have every day of the week.
And then we have Monday, which is Cyber Monday. And now we have Giving Tuesday, the day after Cyber Monday.
So what that means, in 2023, $3.1 billion was raised on Giving Tuesday. And we want to be a part of that. Woohoo! So we're introducing the concept, and then we're going to give you the opportunity on what day? Tuesday, Giving Tuesday, December 3rd. And there's some other little moving pieces to this. And for those who may not know, Hazel has joined our board of directors with his creativity, his voice, his energy, and he's going to introduce another little piece of this.
So, as you know, with Unity, do we have anybody that's new here today? Welcome, welcome. Yes, clap for them. We're all about here at Unity being pioneers. Thank you. We get to decide what community is. And those of us, and a lot of you who've been here for much longer than I have, you understand that we get to decide what that means. And when you're out there in your day-to-day lives, you may know someone who could benefit from a community such as ours, that could benefit from these universal teachings. And these teachings very much changed my life since I have been here for the past year. And I know that as a millennial, I'm almost 33, there are others my age group and even younger who don't have a sense of community that are looking for it. It could be my age, it could be above my age, it could be someone you know, but the whole concept behind what we're going to be doing, which is our Bring a Friend Sunday Pass. You'll be able to find these. I'll be handing them out. We'll have them out in the lobby. This is a good way to just say, hey, friend, I think this could be a good place for you. All the information they need, it's on this card. There's no more that you need to do aside from, I care about you, I'd love to see you here. And if you see someone new who is here, welcome them. Say, hey, my name's Hazel, good to see you. My name's Mary Ellen, good to see you. You know, do you want to sit with me today? Do you want to learn about things? And on top of that, I'll be here starting next week through, I think, December. I'll be here at 10 a.m. to discuss some of the messages that Reverend Tracey or any of our guests talk about for 30 minutes, just to say, hey, did you really find a way to incorporate this message over your week, what your challenge is? And then after service at 1 p.m. for 30 minutes, we'll say, hey, did you understand the message? That way we can really make sure that we're incorporating the practicality of these messages that we hear every single Sunday in our assembly.
Woohoo! Yes, don't you like this new energy? So something that I really, really like, remember, Unity says many paths, one God. So wherever you come from, wherever you have been, you might be asking some questions. You just may want to deepen your relationship with Spirit. And what does that look like? Could it be prayer? Could it be community? Could it be small discussions? And just a little inkling of the energy coming through this beautiful soul next to me. He has decided that he's going to take the number of required courses and then apply to ministerial school. So you are his guinea pigs. So we're going to hold this beautiful sacred space, and if you will, close those outer eyes with me just for a moment. Feel into this glorious space, this God energy, God-filled sanctuary, the sanctuary inside your heart space. Know that everyone here today is showing up for you. That Spirit of God is for you. And we have Reverend Marilyn coming to bring us this message, and we're going to call it one of cohesiveness, one of a true unified field, some humor, some facts, and more than anything, we look deep inside, we have so much more in common than our differences. We welcome that. We welcome the uniqueness. We pray and see for each person here and at the sound of my voice that you truly know the blessing you already are. And for these gifts and beyond, we say thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. And so it is. Amen.
And I have to say, I'm thankful that Tracey trusts me to do something weird. Gives me the opportunity to do crazy things. All righty. Okay. Well, I called it important trivia. And the reason I did is because we're going to play a trivia game today. I'll give you a general question, and you probably, if you read the newsletter, you saw this. What 4 words appear on our money? Right, that's our motto. Well, this Tuesday, November 5th, is the day that we should all remember that motto. This is the date we vote on candidates to fill many important government positions, as well as voting on important amendments. Now, I kind of began to wonder, because something that happened about 8 to 10 years ago, how many of us are actually qualified because we have the knowledge of how our government works? Yeah, okay. It's not about one party or another, but are we truly prepared to cast a ballot for such important positions and issues? And I've been watching a series called Native Americans, and they are the first democracy in America. And they make decisions when they vote on something. They're looking at 7 generations away. And at that time, a generation was considered to be 25 years. So they're planning what they're going to do 150 years later, that's how it's going to affect their probably great-great-great-grandchildren. And I think it's important that we're aware of our spiritual responsibilities as citizens, as well as our civic responsibilities. So today we're going to learn what becoming an American citizen actually means. 8 years ago, Bob Charpentier, Kim and Mitchell, and I accompanied Fusayo, who was at that time a citizen of Japan. She came to America and wanted to become an American citizen. And we went to her swearing-in ceremony that allowed her to become an American citizen, giving her the rights and the privileges that most of us were born with, but unfortunately we take them for granted. And there were 50 other new citizens sworn in that day. Now, before she could be sworn in, she had to jump through a lot of hoops, including learn English well enough to read and write it to give some of her answers. And one of the requirements is that you speak, read, and write English. And then the other thing was she had to answer questions about the laws or the rules in America and some basic history. And she was given 10 of 100 questions. I have laid out on the table all 100 questions. And it took 11 sheets to print it. This was the 2000 version of the information that Fusayo had to learn, or 2008 version, and it's online. But she had to study all 100 questions because she had no idea what they were going to ask her. Now, as it turns out, the citizen gets 10 questions that they have to correctly get 6 answers. But I think we should be able to do a little more than that. We've lived here all of our lives. Well, that's the game I've chosen to play today. So over here, because you're on the west side of the sanctuary, you're the west team. Over here, you're the east side of the sanctuary, so you will be on the east team. And I have a volunteer, Rob 2, Rob Filbert, and Hazel Oss is coming up. So if you will come up and take your seat. They're ready to leave already. Okay, so they have chosen the sides that they are going to represent. They each have a microphone, and we'll try to not have them talk together at the same time. Now, and I would prefer that nobody from the audience shout out an answer. They will choose a question, and they will have the option to, and they're going to choose a question by the number. So I have all 100 laid out. So whatever number they pick, that's the question I'm going to ask them. They get to tell me either the answer to the question or to choose somebody from the audience on their team. So if you know it, please feel free to raise your hand if he makes the choice, if whichever he does make the choice. So the team will get 2 call on a friend from the audience options. 2 out of 10. See, now, Fusayo didn't have any call on a friend options there. She had to know those questions. So each question is worth 1 point. However, some questions will have 2 parts to it. And with the 2-part question, they'll get at least a half a point if they get one part of the answers right. So there's a number of those questions. Each team will be asked the same number of questions before the winner is declared. If we get low on time and the score is even, I have a tiebreaker that nobody has thought about.
So you're saying save your call on the audience for that question?
Possibly, yes. So I am going to ask the questions after they tell me what number question they want. Bob Charpentier, if you'll come up and take your seat. Bob Charpentier is going to... Yes. Let's give her a hand. Do we have any other citizens in the audience that went through this testing? Someone that came from another country? Thank you for being here and participating. I have a brother-in-law who came from Great Britain. I think some of the questions might have been easier for him, but ordinarily no. So, Hazel, would you just introduce yourself briefly?
Hi, I'm Hazel Voss. I saw you earlier. I've been a U.S. citizen since January 23rd, 1992. I was born here. Grew up in Georgia, and I think I took a civics class in middle school. I'm happy to be here.
Thank you, Hazel. And Hazel is our newest board member. Robert, would you introduce yourself a little bit?
Can I call on a friend? Oh, that's not the question. I'm sorry. I'm Robert Filbert, president here at Unity of Palm Harbor Church. I've been an American citizen since 1959. 79.
All righty. Okay, so I'm going to give you a choice. You can either go first or not. No, that's not the choice. Yeah, you get the choice of going first or not. So.
And I just have to pick a number 1 through 100?
Well, if you go first, you will, yes.
Okay, I'll go first. Unless you want to. Okay, I'll
right.
go first. Let's see, 56.
56, okay. All righty, 56. Question number 56. What is the last day that you can send in federal income tax form?
That's April 15th.
That's correct. Very good. Thank you. 1 point for the Western team. Bob, Rob, I wanted to call you Bob. Rob, you're...
Oh, I got to pick a number.
No.
65.
55. Oh, okay. This is a 2-part question. 65. Oh, 65. All right. Let's see. 65. Oh, no, just a plain old question. What happened at the Constitutional Convention? I know you
A lot
weren't
of
there.
drinking? No,
Right.
they signed the Constitution into law.
Okay, that's pretty close. It was actually, the Constitution was written. We'll give you that one. All right. True.
14.
14, all righty. Okay. What stops one branch of government from becoming too powerful?
Checks and balances?
Perfect, yes. Oh, wow. Rob, 2?
7.
Question number 7. How many amendments does the Constitution have?
Somebody in the audience?
How many?
Somebody?
No. If you gave an answer, you can't call on somebody else.
I didn't give the answer.
Oh, okay. Are you calling on somebody? All right, who you?
Brad, you know the answer?
That's not the. That's not the way it works. Does anybody over here know the answer that they would like to help? Okay.
I think it's 27.
Very good. Okay.
99.
99. What do we celebrate, or excuse me, when do we celebrate Independence Day?
What is the 4th of July?
Very good. Okay. Rob?
1.
1. What is the supreme law of the land?
Can I pick another number? Can I pick another number?
Is that your answer?
Freedom? Be free? I don't know.
The supreme law of the land.
Reverend Tracey, do you know?
I don't. In God we trust? In God we trust. Somebody has their hand up. Where? Come to shout it out.
This is my team here.
Constitution.
He said the Constitution.
Correct. Hazel, number?
6.
Number 6. All righty. What is one right or freedom of the First Amendment?
Freedom of speech?
That's good. Also, religion, assembly, press, and to petition the government. Rob, a number?
21.
21. Oh, that was a good age. 21. Well, maybe. It depends on how good your math is. The House of Representatives has how many voting members? And you've used your 2. So give me that thing.
Can I buy a vowel?
Huh? Yeah, go ahead, buy a vowel. In other words, how many members are there to the House of Representatives?
$125.
435. Nope, no point. Hazel?
Oh, it didn't come out. I said 400.
Let's go with 75.
75, all righty. Number 75. What was one important thing that Abraham Lincoln did?
Retreat.
Was it the Emancipation Act?
The-
He freed slaves?
Yes, that was the Emancipation Proclamation.
That. That middle school class.
It was
Smell
also that he led the United States during the Civil War and saved or preserved the Union. All right.
$32.
32. Who is the commander-in-chief of the military?
That one I know, the President of the United States.
All right, very good.
Commander-in-Chief.
All right, we have an even number of questions asked. What's the score now?
Well, let's see. I don't know the whole score, but the East team is one less than the other team.
Okay, that's good. We're at that point. Hazel, your number?
100.
100. All righty. This is a two-part question. Name 2 U.S. national holidays. In other words, when we don't get mail.
Memorial Day.
Memorial Day, that's one.
New Year's Day.
Yes, that's true. The other ones are Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday, President's Day, Juneteenth, Independence Day, Labor Day, Columbus Day, Veterans Day, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. Are you guys kind of keeping track of what you... All right, that's interesting. Okay, number?
12.
Say it again?
12.
12. All righty. What is meant by the rule of law? I've got 4 different answers, so you can pick any one of those.
I picked the second one. You didn't mean that. The law of the land.
Not exactly. What is meant by the rule of law? Or what is the rule of law?
Pass.
What? Pass, okay. Everyone must follow the law. Leaders must obey the law. Government must obey the law. No one is above the law. Hazel? Number
45.
45. All righty. What are the 2 major political parties in the United States?
Easy one.
Oh, that one's tough. Ooh, Republican and Democrat.
Republicans
Republican
and
and
Democrats.
Democrats.
Well, at least he didn't say them and us. We have 39 seconds left. Let's see if you can get one more question in.
28.
28. All righty, number 28. What is the name of the President of the United States now?
Hold on. It would be Biden.
All right, Joseph Biden. Thank you. My time is up. How did you guys do? Yes, and this is the citizenship test, and it says the 100 civics, history, and government questions and answers for the naturalization test are listed below. The civics test is an oral test And the citizenship officer will ask the applicant 10 of the 100 questions. An applicant must answer 6 out of 10 questions correctly to pass the civics portion. So you see why they have to study all of them. And they also have to have English as a language, because not these questions, but they have an actual test for English. You have to read it, you have to write it, and you have to be able to answer the questions. So how many of you feel eligible now to be a citizen? Well, and so it is. Thank you, guys. And Hazel and the West team are the winners.
7 to 5.